It's Madden NFL 24. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Los Angeles Rams and the New York Giants. And it comes your way next.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we've got an intriguing NFC matchup lined up here, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the New York Giants. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The former number 6 overall pick of 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
We knew about the great mind coming out of Duke, and we saw the athletic ability and the potential. Watching it all come together and get better with each passing year, that's been fun. He can throw it deep, throw it short, and, of course, take off out of the pocket and beat you with his legs as well.
On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
Now Jones. And his throw is incomplete. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing Jones. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton, 74 yards. And the Giants march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So now the Rams will get their first opportunity with a football. They're brought out by a man now in his 15th NFL season, one of the most productive passers in league history, and a former Super Bowl champion, Matthew Stafford.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press and one team gets an advantage, our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Now they'll send Kupp in motion right. Stafford. Open man right side is Kupp, complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Stafford. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
First run now for Kyren Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. Back deep is Gunnar Olszewski. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Jones on 1st down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush, because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Fair catch, just inside the 40-yard line. And call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A shotgun snap for Stafford. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And he's brought down. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford.
To the right side and complete to Atwell.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it's 2nd down. Now Stafford.
He'll get this one complete to Atwell.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Throwing again is Stafford.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Play action. Stafford.
Pass complete there to Nacua. Second down and 4.
Back to throw. Stafford. And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. From 21 yards away.
And the Rams are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. This is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Go get him now.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. Up to midfield.
Isaiah McKenzie.
He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Giants. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together, but that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Gano now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now a first down throw, Stafford.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's Stafford.
Open man is Atwell, complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His 4th catch already in this first quarter. It's a first down. Stafford. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Stafford now to throw. It's complete to Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain.
That one good for only 6, and it leaves them with a 4th down.
Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
A punt of 46, a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Giants ready to come out now.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
Off play action. Jones. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. A short throw pulled in by Bellinger. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Singletary trying the left side. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right.
Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the 1st down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Jones. Incomplete.
Absolutely nowhere to go with the football, and he's just going to put this one in the Hudson River. Maybe he's a little fortunate he didn't get called for grounding because that one was well over everyone's head.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Singletary will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Singletary again.
And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD.
Devin Singletary taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Gano for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That'll be caught by Cup. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee.
And Higbee going to have a Rams first down as the tackle made up near the 35.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball, but I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can, and that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
Stafford on first down.
A throw out wide going to be incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. His throw incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, it's Stafford. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Ethan Evans on now to punt.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
New York's offense back out there and set to go. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
And this will be a Giants first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Singletary again. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Now Jones. He'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play. That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Rams getting set to go now. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Stafford. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback. But when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle. but they allow the conversion.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Now Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Stafford looks to throw again. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tutu Atwell. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Rams get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Well, let's spotlight Devin Singletary as this offense comes back out. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Throwing, Jones. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
This is your game, baby. Hey, let's go. Come on, baby.
To throw again, Jones. He's got Slayton on the slant. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now Jones throwing on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
That's right. Big week, every week. Let's be smart. Let's play ball.
Here now, 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw again. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4. back to throw again. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
On to punt, Jamie Gillen. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Come on, baby, get low. Ain't no joke on your shot.
Now 2nd and 5. A final shot before the break. Stafford.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before break. Stafford going for the deep ball.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports
We saw a couple of
report.
high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
They start the second half here with Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Here's Stafford. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved.
Jonah Jackson, former third-round pick, the guilty party.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Back to throw. Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
On the return is Olszewski.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stuff the run and then executed.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Jones.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen, but this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Jones.
Short throw going to be caught by Waller.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
So they decline the holding penalty and will take the down instead, as that leads us to 4th.
Here we go. Yeah, go right now. Let's have some fun. Let's get...
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On 1st down, Stafford here. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Bobby Okereke running in and bringing him down.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Stafford now to throw.
He'll drop this down to Williams.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Stafford.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch is taken here a step or two inside the 45-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. Singletary to get the drive started. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Jones.
Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson.
It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. 42 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Flush to his right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Gano's kick is good, and the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field.
They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing is Stafford.
Pass complete there to Nakua.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7.
From the 50, it's Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Short throw, it's Higbee.
Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Stafford, short throw, it's Higbee. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Off of play action, here's Stafford.
That is caught, and he is going to have a Rams 1st down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
They'd been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
To the air again, Stafford.
Right back to Atwell. That's complete.
And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. 1st down. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. From the red zone now, Stafford. At the 7-yard line. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Second down and 3, ball on the 7.
Stafford throwing quickly, complete out wide. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Throwing again is Stafford. And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And New York set to take the field. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
2nd and 10. Now Jones. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Singletary here running out of the gun. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 72 yards rushing now for Singletary, and he's got a first down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. The pressure that time right up the middle, and he was able to wiggle in there pretty easily and get the sack.
Yeah, sometimes you end up getting caught in a little bit of a breakdown about who to block up front, and that creates the gap there, and he took full advantage, got to the quarterback, and finished off the sack.
Jones throw taken in by Slayton. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Throwing Jones. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Ernest Jones, the linebacker, with a sack. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Rams ready to go on offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now they'll toss it out right to Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7.
They run it again with Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field.
Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Singletary.
Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Jones. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 8.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And Robinson, the motion man right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw brought in by Bellinger.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Motioning to the left is Robinson. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. That's Byron Young, who ranged in that time and stopped him for a loss.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
Singletary, they'll go up the middle. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Jones looking around.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
Gano's kick is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So now Stafford and the Rams
Down 27-21, a minute 50 to play. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put on one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
Now 2nd and 4.
Stafford now to throw. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now Stafford. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Atwell here.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Now 2nd down and a few inches. Stafford. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away, as we just saw there.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Back to throw. He'll drop this down to Williams. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Well, the crowd here at MetLife Stadium in full roar. 3rd down. He's back to throw. This for all the marbles. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from MetLife.